Right now, it's that time of year. Holiday music is taking over the airwaves, but is it too soon? We're asking people in the community what they think. Plus, a Wisconsin veteran receives one of the oldest honors the military can give.
This tragedy opens a painful wounds all across the country.
And President Biden visits a community in mourning after the mass shooting that killed 18 people. That's all coming up tonight at 10. Well, good evening and thanks for having us in. After those cold temps at the beginning of the week, we saw a brief warm up the past couple of days. Didn't it feel good? And it looks like these mild temps might be here for a couple more days. A dry and pleasant weekend in store across southern Wisconsin might make it a great opportunity to get outside and enjoy some fall festivities. Gary is out on the patio with all the details in our first warn forecast. Gary?
Brady, the timing would be good for that because, like you say, we're going to see temperatures that will be very comfortable, very close to normal for this time of year, and also it should be dry. Now, we did have a few sprinkles of rain today. As we take a look at the time lapse from the WISC-TV Skycam, you can see we had cloudy skies for much of the day, but not much in the way of rain. A few sprinkles, mainly late in the afternoon into the early evening. They didn't amount to very much, and you can see on Doppler track now those showers across northern Illinois and moving away from southern Wisconsin. High temperatures today, 51 Madison, 55 Janesville. Most of southern Wisconsin saw temperatures in the lower to middle 50s. Compared to 24 hours ago, those temperatures about the same or even a couple degrees warmer. You can see now current temperatures. A few places are in the 30s, like Camp Douglas, one of the cold spots usually, down to 40 in Lone Rock, where Madison's still at 43 and Janesville's at 46. Here in Dane County, we're looking at 42 degrees in Sun Prairie, 44 in the town of Perry, and 43 in Mount Horeb. Look for skies to become partly cloudy overnight. It'll be a little colder, low dropping to 33 degrees, but we'll see more sunshine for tomorrow. That'll be the trade-off compared to today. Temperatures will be very similar. Later on, I'll take a look at a forecast. It does include some rain, but we'll wait until after the weekend.
Thank you, Gary. New tonight at 10, 2 people have been arrested after police say they broke into a home, stole a credit card, and then tried to use it. Back in September, officers were called to a home on part of East Washington Avenue after a homeowner reported someone broke in and stole their valuables. A few minutes later, the homeowner reportedly received multiple notifications. Their credit card was used at a nearby business. Officers were able to use surveillance video to identify a suspect vehicle. So then a few weeks later, officers spotted the vehicle. Police eventually arrested 40-year-old Carlos Davis and 34-year-old Tanya Alling. Davis and Alling each face 3 felony counts of misappropriating ID information as a party to a crime. During their initial appearance this week, a cash bond was set at $500 for Davis and a signature bond was set at $500 for Alling. Today, students at Madison West High School got a chance to ask the tough questions to their school board members. The Sifting and Winnowing Civics Club held a listening session with 3 Madison board members. They were discussing problems from school safety to bus issues to environmental improvements in their school. Even though most of the students can't vote for their representatives yet, students praise the idea that they can still be heard, and they plan to hold more similar events in the future. The Madison Reading Project is set to kick off its 4th annual community book drive. The goal is to provide new books to as many kids as possible before winter break. Book collection bins will be placed around Madison next week. The public can donate to these bins or contribute in a variety of other ways. Anyone can sign up to run a drive of their own, shop the book wish list online, or contribute financially.
We're expecting to give out over 15,000 new books to kids in the month of December. So we're really asking the community's help to bring in as many books or funds as possible so that we can make that happen.
Last year, the Madison Reading Project provided more than 17,000 books to kids for the holiday season. It was such a success, the City of Madison declared November Madison Reading Project and Family Literacy Month. The book drive officially begins on Wednesday, so make sure to watch News 3 Now this morning that day, where Josh Spreiter will show us a closer look at the project. Once again, Madison's yearly 24/7 holiday music kicked off this week. But is the tradition too early? Depends on who you ask. Arman Rahman found out what some of you think.
Halloween is barely over, but already when you get in the car and turn up the radio. So does that make you say ho, 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 or no, no, no?
We are Madison's home for the holidays.
I think it's too early.
Say blast Mariah Carey, just do it.
Day after Thanksgiving, 12:01 would be great.
A lot of you agree there's a whole turkey day in between you can't just skip over.
Well, you have to at least wait till it's closer to Thanksgiving. It has to be cold, it has to be snowy, It's just not Christmas yet.
So I feel like it's a little too early. And I feel like it just ruins the season, too, if you're, like, overplaying it too much.
For others, there's no such thing as overplaying.
I think it's never too early to start playing Christmas music. I started on Halloween, probably.
I like the Santa baby. Santa baby, you know what I'm talking about?
No matter how much they tried, some people had their halls decked for them.
My roommate tried to decorate for Christmas before Halloween even happened, so I told her she had to wait until then, but I feel like before Thanksgiving is like kind of questionable.
Others say the month of November is just pre-Christmas, so you might as well embrace the vibe.
I like to, because I do my Christmas shopping in November, so it feels kind of fun to get festive.
Because for some, holiday cheer doesn't have to be just 1 month a year.
I think Christmas is a more friendly time of year. It brings people together. So we started earlier. It brings people together a lot more earlier than before. A lot of hate in the world. There we go.
If you ask me, we're already breaking out the winter hats and mittens, so you might as well break out the holly and jolly. In Madison, Armand Rahman, News 3 Now.
Oh, red's his color. Well, we asked you on channel3000.com as well. So more than 60% of you say, it's too soon. But about 30% are ready for the holiday hits, and about 10%, you're okay either way. Well, this morning, a Wisconsin native was honored with the nation's oldest military award in Prairie du Sac. U.S. Senator Tammy Baldwin presented Rebecca Litcher with the Purple Heart. The award recognizes the injuries she received while she was deployed to Kuwait for the invasion of Iraq in 2003. In front of her family and friends, an overwhelming feeling of appreciation from her loved ones just filled the room.
A lot of them have not seen me in uniform. I've been out of the military for 13 years. Probably a lot of them, it was the first time them seeing me cry today. But yeah, it felt long overdue and nice to finally have.
And we are so proud of you. Rebecca will be honored in New Windsor, New York at the National Purple Heart Hall of Honor. Believe it or not, this weekend marks 1 year before next year's presidential election, and we're already seeing Wisconsin's political parties starting to prepare. This Sunday on For the Record, political reporter Will Keneally sits down with the chairs of the two parties to talk about which issues they expect will dominate the campaign and how they're preparing to engage voters. The President and First Lady spent the day mourning with the community of Lewiston, Maine, that is still reeling from that mass shooting. A shooter killed 18 people and wounded more than a dozen others. Police found the suspect dead after he shot himself. Laura Hafley is there with the latest.
President Biden once again took on the mantle of mourner-in-chief, this time in Lewiston, Maine, where a gunman opened fire in a bar and bowling alley last week, killing 18 people, the deadliest mass shooting in the state's history.
Too many Americans have lost loved ones or survived the trauma of gun violence.
The president and first lady met with emergency responders.
No pain's the same, but we know what it's like to lose a piece of our soul.
The Bidens also met privately with families of victims and survivors here at a local elementary school. Students across the city went back to school on Tuesday, nearly a week after the shooting.
My mom's friend got shot 4 times, survived, and saved a bunch of kids at the bowling alley,
According to the Gun Violence Archive, there have been at least 588 mass shootings in the U.S. so far this year. Last year, President Biden created the first ever White House Office of Gun Violence Prevention, and he's pushing for a ban on so-called assault weapons. But the son of Keith McNair, shot and killed at the Lewiston bar, says while he's grateful for the president's visit, he opposes stricter gun laws.
You can't blame the item that was used for the person's problems.
Local authorities say in the months before the shooting, they heard from the family of the gunman and an Army training facility, both concerned about his deteriorating mental condition and access to weapons. Authorities say an alert to law enforcement agencies to find him and secure his weapons was canceled a week before the mass shooting. Laura Hafley, CBS News, Lewiston, Maine.
The United States is sending a $425 million assistance package to Ukraine. Secretary of State Antony Blinken announced the military aid to Ukraine during his trip to Israel today. The new package contains $125 million under the Presidential Drawdown Authority, which is pulled directly from the Defense Department stocks. and can be sent to Ukraine quickly. It'll supply Ukraine with weapons that have proven invaluable to Ukrainian forces. The package also includes $300 million under the Ukraine Security Assistance Initiative, which is meant as a longer-term supply of equipment to Ukraine. It includes laser-guided munitions to counter drones. Well, don't go anywhere. Gary's back with a check of the temperatures in his first warn forecast, plus another week of playoff high school football across Wisconsin. Zach returns with a look at what the local teams will be and where they'll be advancing to Level 4. That's tonight's Final Drive.
You're watching News 3 Now at 10. Winner of the Best Evening Newscast by the Wisconsin Broadcasters Association.
Who's always behind the scenes helping make safe, regulated childcare possible in Wisconsin? DCF. We're your trusted source in support of quality childcare. Learn more at qualitychildcare.wi.gov.
Our city has a pulse. Steps from bustling and wild. Come find familiar. Experience new. Live in our rhythm and stay.
Pick and Save gives you so many ways to save. On top of our lower than low prices, enjoy over $500 in savings every week with digital coupons. Earn fuel points to save up to $1 per gallon. And with a Boost membership, you'll save even more with double fuel points and free delivery. Plus, our weekly sales will keep your budget merry and bright. So get rewarded and save. Pick and Save, fresh for everyone.
Welcome back to Sam's Hot Takes. What's hot now? Spectrum One. It's internet, unlimited mobile, advanced Wi-Fi at an amazing value.
Get Spectrum Internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Call 833-948-4999.
And this is big. Ta-da! Zumo Streambox.
Now add Spectrum TV to upgrade to Spectrum One Stream and get a Zumo Streambox free for 12 months.
It brings together all the entertainment I want in one place. And this voice remote lets me search across live TV and my favorite streaming apps so I can find exactly what I want, fast and easy. It's streaming simplified.
Get internet for $49.99 a month, plus advanced Wi-Fi and your first line of unlimited mobile free for 12 months. Plus add Spectrum TV and get a free Zumo Streambox for 12 months. Call 833-948-4999. Visit Spectrum.com or stop by a Spectrum store today.
My hot take, this is like nothing you've used before.
Join the digital sales team at Phase 3 Digital and step into something big. We're not just hiring, we're building careers. If you're passionate about the digital world, apply today at channel3000.com and be part of something big.
On the Jennifer Hudson Show. I swear, these surprises do not stop. We just getting into this thing. Plus, the lovely Casey Wilson is here. I love it.
On the next Jennifer Hudson Show at 3.
Well, our weather looks nice for the weekend, and this picture, this viewer picture, is very nice too. This is from Gloria Kopp in Albany. Oh, her cat's taking a look at the beautiful sunsets, red sky at night, sailor's delight. That's a good picture there. Submit your weather photos right through our First Warn weather app, or you can send them to firstwarn@WISC-TV.com, and we'll highlight a picture every day. As we take a look at Doppler track, the last of the showers have cleared out of southern Wisconsin. We're left with just cloudy skies for the most part. To the north and west, that's not snow. That's actually cold air being detected by the satellite as skies actually start to clear out. Precipitation over the next 10 days doesn't amount to very much. Normally over that time period, we should get about 3/4 of an inch of rain. We're looking at about 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch here in Madison, maybe a little bit more to the north. Certainly, the drought situation north and west of Madison still needs a little more rain, but the rest of us are in pretty good shape. 3 things you need to know about our forecast. Look for dry weather for the weekend, both Saturday and Sunday. It'll be mild through next Tuesday. Monday will probably be our warmest day with high temperatures around 60, and then some showers Sunday night and Monday morning, and then again Tuesday night into Wednesday. For tomorrow, high of 50 with partly sunny skies, a pleasant day. Winds start to pick up out of the south on Sunday. A little more cloud cover, but a high temperature of 54. I don't think anybody's going to mind about that. 10-day temperature trend, though, shows temperatures back to around normal for the middle of next week and below normal for the end of next week, but still warm enough that any rain showers, for the most part, if they're mixed with snow, nothing's going to stick to the ground. On weather track, the jet stream from west to east, it's taking those showers out of here, and there's not a lot of moisture around the country. So these showers are pretty light. The rest of the country is pretty quiet, except for the Pacific Northwest, the big storm system off the west coast starting to move some rain towards Seattle. But our part of the Midwest right now, we're just looking at quiet conditions with a cold front coming on through, and that'll drop temperatures a bit for tonight. But again, not a bad weekend overall. Planning your day for tomorrow. We start out with some clouds, temperatures around freezing, but by mid-morning, we're looking at temperatures in the upper 30s. Lunchtime, more sunshine. Temperatures in the mid-40s, and then by late in the afternoon, high temperatures right around 50, a little warmer to the west with plenty of sunshine by tomorrow afternoon. Planning your day across Dane County, high 50 in Mount Vernon, 50 in Middleton, 49 in DeForest with plenty of sunshine in the afternoon. Here in Madison, look for a high of 50 degrees with partly sunny skies and light winds out of the north. The first warn 7 to 10 day forecast, you can see those temperatures mid-50s on Sunday, around 60 on Monday. We fall back to 50 on Tuesday. Some showers from Tuesday night into Wednesday. Might mix a few flurries of snow perhaps on Wednesday night into Thursday morning. But right now it looks like any precipitation will be mainly in the form of rain. And then as we head toward next weekend, temperatures start to warm up a little bit with maybe a couple of showers there too.
I've heard it's going to warm up. That makes me happy.
Yeah, just very comfortable temperatures.
Yeah, thank you, Gary.
You're welcome.
Well, that's it for News 3 Now at 10, but don't go anywhere. Another week of playoff football highlights on the final drive begins right now.
And welcome into the Level 3 playoff edition of the Final Drive. I'm Zach Hanley, and teams are now 2 wins away from ending their season at Camp Randall. Death taxes and Pat Rice having his team ready for the postseason, and this year is no different. Over the last 2 weeks, Waunakee has outscored their opponents 91-6, a trend of domination that the Warriors had going on every week in the regular season. Waunakee welcoming in New Richmond tonight, and the Warriors were ready to roll in this one. First drive of the game, Ben Lindley goes straight up the gut and drags 3 Tigers into the end zone with him. That puts Waunakee up 7-0. And their defense smelled blood in the water after that. Second quarter now, Wade Bryant with the strip sack, and the big man also recovers the fumble. And the Warriors would turn the turnover into points. Lindley again running dudes over. That makes it 28-zip. Waunakee wins it 49-13. They'll face Kaukauna next week. On the other side of the D2 bracket, Sun Prairie East rolls Slinger 35-6. The Cardinals will face Badger next week, while in Division I, Verona falls to Hamilton 26-16. Mountain Horror Barneveld already surpassed what they did last year. The Vikings advanced to Level 3 for the first time since 2018, but this squad isn't satisfied with just that. They've got bigger goals. MHB looking to reach Level 4 for the first time since 2012. Just have to get past Notre Dame. And the Tritons were a tough out. Scoreless in the second, Christian Collins weaves his way in and out of the defense and then into the end zone for the score. Notre Dame led 13-8 at the break. MHB would answer right back in the third. Casey Helgeson throws it to his BFF Chris Keel, who sets his feet and chucks it deep to Trent Owens, who finds pay dirt. But it wouldn't be enough. Vikings fall 26-21. Monroe started off the year 0-2, and then they haven't lost since. The Cheesemakers had a perfect September, a perfect October, and we're looking to start off November with another win. But standing in their way is a Stoughton team that has caught fire. 2 straight road playoff wins for the Vikings. Cheesemakers struck first. Caden Kuster runs in untouched to give Monroe a 7-0 lead. And like Mama says, if it ain't broke, don't fix it, right? Well, this time it's Kuster again and again. He's got reservations for 6. Now, Monroe led 16-0, but Stoughton would come all the way back. They win it 23-16 and advance to Level 4. Last season, Lodi reached level 3 only to watch their season come to an end. This year, the Blue Devils are back and better than ever. Level 1, they dominated Boston 49-3. Level 2, same thing to West Salem, but even better, 49-0. Up next, a Xavier team who's won 10 straight. First quarter, no score, Lodi on the move. Mason Lane off the play action, drops a tutty dime on Aiden Groskopf. Blue Devils go up 7-0. Hawks, though, answer right back. Reed Hippis calls his own number and dives in to tie the game up at 7. But after that, the Blue Devils flex their muscles. On 4th down, Lane flips it to Gavin Sargent, and he's marching right into your living room. Lodi heads to level 4 for the first time since 2017 with a 28-13 win. They'll face Baldwin Woodville next week. On the other side of the bracket in D4, Lakeside Lutheran's season comes to an end at the hands of Memorial Catholic, while in Division 5, Columbus falls to Aquinas on the road 20-13. In Division 6, Darlington moves on with a 28-22 win over Lancaster, and down in Division 7, it was a regular season rematch between Potosi Cassville and Blackhawk Warren. The Chieftains won the matchup in Week 7. Tonight, it was the Warriors getting their revenge. Blackhawk Warren heads to level 4 for the first time since 2019. They'll face Reedsville next week. And still to come, it was a top 5 showdown at the Kohl Center. How a big third period helped the Badgers skate past the Wolverines. More sports after the break.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
I'd love to thank everyone at Gruber for taking time and being patient with me.
Thank you. I'm just really grateful. I want to say thank you.
Thank you.
Gruber, thanks.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all.
Thank you very much. I suffer with psoriatic arthritis and psoriasis. I was on a journey for a really long time to find some relief. Cosentix works for me.
Cosentix helps real people get real relief from the symptoms of psoriatic arthritis or psoriasis, serious allergic reactions, severe skin reactions that look like eczema, and an increased risk of infections, some fatal, have occurred. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms, had a vaccine or plan to, or if IBD symptoms develop or worsen.
I move so much better because of Cosentix.
Ask your rheumatologist about Cosentix.
I'm Rebecca, and you might know me from reality TV.
And this was my stubborn body fat that I just couldn't get rid of. But then I went to Sono Bello, and they permanently removed my body fat in just one visit.
It is so intensely gratifying for one visit to make this big of a change. It's amazing.
Sono Bello's board-certified surgeons use micro-laser technology to safely target and remove your diet-resistant fat cells permanently on your stomach, hips and thighs, back, and so much more.
It feels incredible to look down and it's flat. Thank you again, Sono Bello. I'm so happy.
Schedule your free, no-obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-800-952-0466 or go to sonobello.com.
If you have Medicare and Medicaid, iCare's dual eligible special needs plans help you get both care and coverage. Benefits include $1,800 per year to pay for eligible groceries and over-the-counter items. Whatever you don't spend carries over each month. Receive a $4,000 a year dental allowance and pay nothing for covered prescriptions all year long, even the brand name ones. Call us today and a licensed sales agent will help you find out if you're eligible. Rest easy. iCare is looking out for you and your health.
It's Hy-Vee's Super Snack Sale this Friday through Sunday. Save big on snacks like Fritos, Cheetos, Hostess multi-pack snacks, Hy-Vee potato chips, Goldfish crackers, Ritz toasted chips, granola bars, and more. Plus, save with everyday perks prices and get members-only prices on snacks like Cheez-It crackers, Oreo cookies, and Frito-Lay multi-packs. Don't miss the Super Snack Sale this Friday through Sunday, only at Hy-Vee.
Gruber Law Offices, Gruber Law Offices, Gruber Law Offices.
For over 35 years, Gruber Law Offices has had one goal: to provide top-notch legal services.
One call, one call, one call,
One call, that's all.
You could say Mike Hastings has the boys buzzing. The Badger men have 4 straight ranked wins and are fresh off a sweep of then the #1 ranked team in the country. Up next for Wisconsin, a date with 4th ranked Michigan. First top 5 showdown at the Kohl Center for the UW men since 2010. Third period, Badgers down 4-3, but on a power play. And Simon Tassi, sweet sassy Molassie on the one-timer to tie this one up at 4. Then, not even 30 seconds later, Badgers light it again. Owen Lindmark tallies the game winner. How about this team? 5 straight wins over ranked teams. UW wins it 5-4, the final. The Badger women's hockey team are back on the road for their toughest test of the season so far. Wisconsin opening up a series against an 11th ranked St. Cloud State team who they beat 3 of the 4 times they dropped the puck against each other last season. Huskies are the first ranked team the Badgers have faced this year. Tied at 1 in the first, and Britta Curl doing what she does, sending one past the keeper to light the lamp. That's her 10th straight game with a goal, breaking a Wisconsin record for the program's longest goal streak. Then in the second, a little tic-tac-toe passing to Kirsten Sims, who buries the one-timer. She finished with 2 goals. Badgers get the win, 4-2, the final. Saturday, Wisconsin heads to Bloomington for a Big Ten battle against an Indiana team that's winless in conference play. And it's a series that the Badgers have dominated. UW has won 10 of the last 11 meetings between the two and haven't lost at Memorial Stadium since 2002. But IU might be turning a corner. They're coming off their best performance of the season, almost beating Penn State in Happy Valley. And they definitely have Wisconsin's full attention.
I think they play really hard. I think they've gotten better as the season has gone on. You know, I think we're playing a team that feels really confident, feels really good about themselves. So, you know, we're going to have to play a really good football game on Saturday.
Motivation comes from losing last week. It comes from the things that are still in front of us. And we need to come out fast. We need to come out swinging early. We can't let them get any confidence. We just need to play our game.
Bucks taking on the Knicks in their new unis, and Milwaukee was loving the long ball. Giannis steps back and shows off his range. He was a perfect 3 for 3 from deep. Bucks up 8 at that point. Now they're down 2 with a minute to go, and you know what time it is. Dame time. Lillard scored 8 of the final 9 points for the Deer. Bucks win 110-105. And it was day 2 of the boys' state soccer tournament, and Middleton is off to Saturday's Division I final thanks to a 5-4 PK win over Marquette. The Cardinals will face Brookfield East at 4:30, and a quick congrats to the McFarland volleyball team. They beat Pewaukee in 5 sets to advance to tomorrow's Division II state championship. We're back after this.
Fjords has been crafting beautifully designed functional furniture since 1941. Every aspect of Fjords furniture has been carefully engineered to create a higher level of relaxation. Visit the Century House today and view our extensive lineup. Experience the unmatched relaxation you can only achieve in Fjords furniture. Relaxation made beautiful. Visit the Century House at 3420 University Avenue in Madison or online at centuryhouseinc.com.
To everyone who craves a fresh meal, come have a taste of Wisconsin.
America's Dairyland.
As in real dairy.
It gives Culver's fresh frozen custard its famous rich and creamy flavor.
Like really rich.
So rich.
Rich and creamy.
And our cook-to-order Butterburgers?
They're topped with, you guessed it, Wisconsin cheese.
But it's the smiles we put on your face
with every meal made just for you.
That really makes our hearts melt.
From Wisconsin with love.
Welcome to Delicious.
Don't miss the 34th Annual Winter Art Fair off the Square, November 11th and 12th at the Monona Terrace Convention Center. Featuring over 100 Wisconsin exhibitors with a wonderful selection of ceramics, paintings, glass art, wood, jewelry, and much more. Place your bids at our silent auction Saturday only. Children will enjoy the Young Collectors Corner. Buy local for the holidays. The Winter Art Fair off the Square. Put it on your calendar today.
Menards is your one-stop shop for all your pet supply needs. From leashes and collars to toys and food, you're sure to find what you're looking for. Stock up on Master Paw's original dog food for just $28.99 after rebate. Or pick up Master Paw's cat litter for $9.99 after rebate. If you need it for your pet, you'll find it at Menards. Because we know that pets are family, and family deserves the best.
Save big money at Menards.
In a Class 3 casino, you're playing against the house, so there's no guarantee a player has to win, ever. And in a Class 2 casino, the players play against each other, and not the house. So someone always wins.
So you're saying...
He's saying if you want to win at something, you have to go to Ho Chunk Gaming Madison, a Class 2 casino where someone has to win.
How about this then?
Ho Chunk Gaming Madison.
Our city has a pulse. Steps from bustling and wild. Come find familiar. Experience new. Live in our rhythm and stay.
Tapping into the issues surrounding alcohol in the arenas, Monday at 6.
Is this a scam? If you're the real Joe Biden, say something only Joe would say.
Yum Yum ice cream. Convinced now?
Yes.
Weeknights on CBS.
Okay, I heard I was going to be on the final drive, so I thought I would dress the part. Got my Bucks hat on.
Well,
sports.
It is sports, but Bucks is basketball, yeah. Final drive's football, so.
I'm meeting you halfway.
Well,
that's all I had at my desk.
I don't wear hats, you know.
You want to borrow this one?
No, it messes up my hair, you know, so.
Yeah, that's the choices we make.
Well, at least it's not raining out there, so you don't need anything to keep your head dry. Right now, live view from the Edgewater Sky Cam, looking pretty nice out there. Skies are partly to mostly cloudy still, more clearing to the north and west. The last of the showers now into northern Illinois. Current temperatures cooled off to 43 in Madison, 45 in Janesville, but already down to around freezing up toward Camp Douglas and into much of central Wisconsin. In fact, Black River Falls already in the 20s. Here in Dane County, 44 degrees in in Stoughton, 43 Madison, 44 in McFarland or in Middleton, and 42 in Sun Prairie. Otherwise, look for temperatures to drop to around freezing by tomorrow morning, but tomorrow lots of sunshine, high temperature of 50, be in the mid-50s for Sunday.
Perfect day for a hat, huh?
You wearing that the rest of the...
Maybe I will.
Okay, all right.
Look out, everyone. All right, thanks, everyone. Have a great night.